All right, Apple's still looking pretty bullish here, and you could see we had pretty high volume on the pullback on Friday. We had high volume at that high. It was a little bit of a fake out, upper wick of profit taking, reversal candlestick, but then we went straight into another high volume candlestick, held some support here, and we're still on a daily uptrend as of now. We did not start any sort of daily downtrend, and we're still holding the general support area, which is the previous resistance. We're still holding that area as a support. We closed above, and you can see, even though we closed slightly lower on Friday, we closed above all the levels from these dates. But Apple's still looking pretty bullish, and we got that pullback on higher volume. So we might consolidate for a couple days, but we do have Apple's event coming up with iPhone 16 coming out, and there's probably going to be a lot of news, talking about the M4 chip, the new Apple watches. So there might be some hype here, and there might be some potential plays to play into the hype. The stock's looking quite bullish, high volume at the lows, V-shaped recovery. Warren Buffett looks like he already did all his selling because he left his position at 400 million shares on the dot, and he likes round numbers apparently. So it looks like he plans on leaving the rest for the long term, and the stock's looking quite bullish over here. Let's look on the weekly time frame, see if I see anything different. But the daily time frame looking quite bullish. A little bit of an indecision candlestick on the weekly here, still holding the moving averages though, and still holding a higher low pattern on the weekly. Slightly higher volume last week. So we might get a little bit of a tight week this week, especially with the shorter week on Apple. But overall, the stock as of now is looking pretty bullish to me because we have higher volume at the lower prices than we do at the higher prices. You can see there's no volume spikes at the highs, but there is volume spikes at the lower prices. So we got a lot of support here on Apple, and we have some catalysts to play as well. So something to keep an eye on. Apple this week for some potential plays. We might get a little bit of consolidation, like I mentioned, because they have a high volume at that high and the pullback, but slightly higher volume on the pullback, which tells me that overall this is bullish. So we might consolidate for a few days, but I'm overall looking for more upside here on Apple.